Hi guys, thanks for joining me in the kitchen. Yeah, here we go guys. It's another blustery night in Greater Victoria. We are absolutely being plagued with like high winds. So again, if you hear things banging around, it's not me, it's the wind. So we're gonna paint this little tile an 8x8 and we're gonna talk about paint and we're gonna talk about products for just a couple of minutes. My paint is quite thick, so I just put a little bit of varnish and water in it to thin it out. I might have actually thinned it out too much. We'll see. All right, there's my base coat. So what I have discovered is that the Glidden Essentials in Western Canada does not work for me. It just doesn't work. It's way too thin. And so I've used a bunch of different combinations of putting pouring medium and polyacrylic in it and polyurethane in it and different bases. And what I have discovered is that the Glidden Essentials and Valspar Deep Base works really well together. It just kind of thickens it up and makes it a consistency that I can work with. And we're all really different, guys, and it's super important for everybody to realize that you know, I see lots of artists that work with really fluid paints and they don't work for me. So it is important for you to find a consistency that is the best for you. Absolutely is. So you can see that mine's pretty thick. Pretty thick. It holds its shape, which is what I want it to do, but it doesn't work for everybody. Okay, and let's talk about colors. So I have a whole bunch of colors mixed up, and I'm not 100% sure if we'll use all of them, but we will give it a go. So I'm going to start with black. This is just Amsterdam black mixed with pouring medium, just to hopefully add a little bit of contrast. That's my game plan. And then we have the QNAG nickel azo gold. Oh my goodness, I said it properly, you guys. That's amazing. That's amazing. Let's take that out of there. And then this one is kind of a homemade copper. And I was at the Habitat Rehab store, and they have a bunch of these rock solid pigments, metallic powder additives. I'm not sure. I think they're for actually garage floors, but they're really just mica pigments. So I mixed it with some pouring medium, and we're gonna give it a go and see what happens. And then my next color is Liquitex. That's not true, that's a lie. Amsterdam golden ochre. And then this is red. So this started as, yeah, it started as that. Oh my goodness, I completely lost my words. Okay, I can't remember. Anyway, it started as one color red, and then I ended up adding a little bit of quinacridone to it, and I didn't like that, so I added a little bit of purple. And then let's talk about paper. Paper. In my last swipe, lots of people asked about my paper, and so this is what I'm swiping with. It's just super cheap, non-plasticized paper. It was some sort of a card game or something that I picked up at the secondhand store, and then I tear it into little strips like that. I leave one ratty edge. The rattier the better, because then it gives you these cool little wispy lines. All right, my friends, let's try this and see what happens. So last night I was practicing transfer swipes, and I have to tell you, it's going to be a while before I share my talent with the world. They were very challenging. Very challenging. Okay, this is white swipe. Yeah, I have one small tile that I would be willing to share, and 25 of them that got dumped in the sink, basically. Well, in the sink, in my bucket. Yeah, it was people that do transfer swipes make it look very easy, like all of these techniques. Okay, let's spin it. But like everything, it takes practice. I'm not about to give up, but I'm not about to share either. Not yet. So now you get a better idea of how thick my paint is. It moves quite slowly. That is my preference. So I'm not going to have as much negative space as I like. I did put a lot of paint on, but we're going to take some of this off the top. Right to there. And then we're going to stretch that all down. So I'm super happy with my colors. And I think that's what I was saying earlier with the base paints is when my base paint is too thin, my colors aren't pounded in there and they're not saturated and I don't like them. I really, really like bold, strong colors and clean lines. And that's the other thing that my paint doesn't allow me to achieve if it's not a little bit thicker. That's just me. You know what? There's lots of people that achieve this pounded in color and bold lines, and I watch their consistency through paint and I think, how do they do that? Because it's not anywhere near as thick as mine. But this is what works for me. Okay, let's spin it a little bit. It's pretty bold with that red, holy moly. All right, I'm gonna take some paint off of there and then I'm gonna bring it back a bit. Okay, let's bring it back that way. Okay, some things I like, some things I don't. Wouldn't be a night with me if it was perfect from the beginning. I'm just adding some little, like, I don't know, paintbrush kisses, whatever you want to call it. Just kind of pinches the line together. Adds a little bit of interest, maybe. I need to give it a bit of a white. So you can see where just that little dots with the end of your paintbrush or a pen or whatever you're using, you don't have to get fancy, just brings a little bit of light into that area because you're picking up and pulling in the white paint. I use one of those curly Q kebab sticks, but right now they don't have any. They have nothing. All right, let's make a few of these, soften a few lines somewhere else. Maybe right there. I need to get a clean towel. Hang on, guys. Okay. Are we done? What do you think? I think we might be. I'd like to take a little bit of this out. I think I will. I think I'm just going to give that a little, I know it's totally insignificant. I know that. Ooh. All right, I think that's better. I'm going to spin it one more time, just gently, just to kind of balance out my paint. Okay, guys, I think I'm happy with that. So I'm going to love you and leave you here. I'm going to do a quick tidy up. I might try a transfer swipe, and we'll see what happens. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen tonight. It's been fun, as always. It's always nice to spend some time with you guys and you guys with me. Yeah, that's it. I don't even have any stories tonight. Just all about painting. All about painting, you guys. All right, my friends, that's it. We're going to stop right here, shut you guys down, and give things a wipe off, and I might just be back in a minute. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Bye for now.